It is my greatest privilege to stand before you as your commencement speaker for this school year 2023-2024. I am filled with immense pride for your remarkable achievements. Today, as you wear your Hilma Sablay, which symbolizes not just your academic success, but also as the evidence of your resilience, persistence, and dedication to the pursuit of knowledge. This ceremony marks the culmination of years of unwavering commitment, countless sleepless nights, and your significant accomplishments. In 2018, I was also here in the PICC, celebrating the 64th commencement exercises of the final batch under St. Jude College Inc. before FINMA Education Network took over the management of our institution. I am proud to share during that time, I was the response speaker, having earned the highest honor of our graduating class. Fast forward to 2024, here I am again, standing before you no longer as a student, but as your commencement speaker, who is also a professor in the College of Management and Accountancy for almost 2 years. Being here today proves that no challenges in life is overwhelming. Every event happens in the right moment. This is no fantasy, nor a dream, or mere imagination. This is our reality. The turning point where you turn your pages of your own book of life to another chapter. And you will write your unending adventure. As a professor of business administration, I believe that your academic life is like a business venture, where your knowledge is your product and your grades are your performance metrics. Just like any business, you need to invest in yourself to succeed. Let me share with you some chapters of my book of my life. Chapter 1, Future. During my high school years, we were required to do internship and be deployed in the real industry setting to experience and apply the theories we learned in the classroom. And I was privileged enough to be intern at Chowking for almost a year. I learned a lot, and it was a great experience with my colleague, which is Joe, who was a working student. Nakita ko ang hirap at pagod niya sa araw-araw. He used his break time to catch on sleep instead of eating. Madalas, gumagawa siya ng assignment o nagre-review instead in preparation to his exam. I asked him, bakit ka pa magka-college? Eh kumikita naman na tayo. He responded, kasi gusto ko mabigyan ng magandang buhay ang pamilya ko. He moved me to reach higher goals in life and not settle for less. Akala ko dati, kapag kumikita ka na, okay na yon. Iba pa rin pala kapag may degree ka. Candidates, take charge of your own future. Imagine your future self. Set goals. Explore different options. And map out a plan to reach your dream. Naniniwala ako na kung kaya ni Joey, kaya ko din at kaya mo rin. Sino sa inyo dito ang mga working students o working professionals tulad ni Joey? Maaari po ba kayong tumayo? Kayong lahat ay isang inspirasyon. Hanga ako sa inyong pagsusumikap at nais kong sabihin sa inyong lahat na ito ay sulit at may patutunguhan. Again, you deserve a big round of applause. Thank you so much. You may take your seats. So, let me continue the next chapter of my book of life, Chapter 2, Resilience and Opportunity. I began searching for university or college to pursue my goals. I didn't expect it to be so challenging to find a perfect school. Then I found St. Jude College, Manila, which offers scholarship that would greatly help me and my mom. Since she works in the local government as a barangay council member, she only received an honorarium that is not just enough for our daily expenses. When I entered college, the previous dean, Dean Atienza, became my foundation as she saw my potential and offered to sponsor my school expenses for the year. Each day presents a horde of opportunities, opening doors to new experiences and growth. Despite numerous challenges, life also has its positive aspect. I became the Student Council President of the Tadeans Young Entrepreneur Society, a college A-lister for 6 consecutive semesters, and a student volunteer leader for outreach programs. This program caters to nearby barangays, encouraging the youth from low-income families to study and provide equal opportunities despite their financial constraints. Balancing my responsibility as a student and working as the barangay treasurer was a challenge that taught me the importance of time management and dedication. Being an altar server and the parish council secretary at the parish of Santo Niño in Pandacan enriched my spiritual journey and reinforced my determination to serve others selflessly. Despite the demanding schedule, the faith and the strength I drew from my spiritual commitments and community roles became the pillars that supported me through my academic and extracurricular endeavors. This yearning to delve deeper into the complexities of existence fuels my desire to finish my college degree. Chapter 3, Devoted. Life is like a roller coaster, and when problems arise, it feels like the ride has taken a sudden stop. My mama is the paragon of my strength, but during the pandemic, my mama started to get weaker, slower, and sick. Pero hindi siya basta-basta nagpapakita ng kahinaan. Kahit may masakit na sa kanya, ayaw pa rin niyang magpadala sa doktor. Alam niyo naman na siguro kung bakit. Because, as a practical Filipino, with a mother's heartfelt love for his child, it is better to sacrifice all aspects than to hinder the dreams of her children's desire. December 24, Pikit Mata, at exactly 12 midnight, which is supposed to be a celebration of Noche Buena with our family. Me and my mama were waiting in line at the ER of St. Jude Hospital on the streets of Don Quixote. With worry heavy in my heart, I prayed silently to St. Jude Tadeus, the patron saint of hopeless causes, asking to help me beg the Lord for my mama's complete healing. But unfortunately, with her critical situation, we needed to transfer to another hospital to attend a more advanced medical care. She had her emergency amputation of the foot due to abscess, with underlying cause of her diabetes. She had tubes and wires all over her body to monitor her heart, her pulse, and her outputs. Continuous antibiotics pinned her veins and an on-the-clock visit from the doctors and nurses made her chances of recovery prolific. She stayed at the hospital for almost 2.5 months, and with the grace of the Lord and the healing hands that held Mama, we are all looking forward to her discharge. The doctors recommended that we can continue my mama's medication at home and have her dialysis twice a week. So we prepared for her home care, purchased a hospital bed, oxygen tanks, and medical supplies and equipment. Here and there, my hopes and my roller coaster ride, which suddenly stopped, started to ride again. Then at the speed of light, I received a phone call. My brother was calling me with excitement in my heart. I answered. Then everything went silent as I heard a scream in the background. Code blue, code blue. 1, 2, 3, clear. My brother is crying and did not say a word. Then I heard the doctor on the other line saying, itutuloy pa ba natin ang pagre-revive? I said, hanggang kaya po Doc, buhay na po yung mama.
Labas na.
Then I heard, time of death, 11:04 a.m. The time we have together with the love of family becomes even more valuable and incredibly powerful as you show your affection by creating memories and expressing your gratitude, which you will hold on to when they are no longer with us. Be there for your parents, your loved ones, especially during tough times. Tell them you love them. Hug them a little longer. Laugh with them. Listen to their stories, even if you have heard them before. By loving them unconditionally and showing them that they are your pillars of strength and guiding light, we honor the very foundation of who we are. Chapter 4, Overcome. For almost 2 years, my direction in life was unpredictable. I questioned everything that has been happening in my life. I was agitated, sidetracked, out of focus. My uncle cannot take it anymore and confronted me with the last words my mama asked him to promise her. Kapag ako nawala, ikaw na ang bahala sa mga anak ko. Huwag mong hayaan na hindi niya tapusin ang kanyang pag-aaral, lalo na si Frodo. With a prick in my heart, I started to move forward and pick up the shattered pieces of my existence. I focused on following my dreams and view this chapter of my life as a challenge I need to overcome. I promised myself I would return to where my passion for education began, following the guidelines of the Student Success Program of Pilma Vincent College. It is my turn to inspire and nurture young minds in preparing future leaders and innovators to build their own legacy. This is why I decided to pursue my doctorate degree. The journey itself can be transformative, pushing you beyond your limits and igniting a love for learning and accomplishment. To all who are preparing for their licensure examination, stay motivated and believe in yourself. Everyone pass the board exam. So all who are seeking immediate employment, be optimistic and acknowledge moments of despair, but never lose hope to reach 100% employability rate. I believe these experiences molded me to be better. All of these stories, achievements, and experiences that I gained in the academic, organizational, and corporate world encourage me to gain a more in-depth understanding of what life is. A life full of chapters that unfold through obstacles, connections made, and the constant pursuit of knowledge. As you embark on turning the pages of your book of life, the responsibility of shaping your future depends on your own hands. Proceed with bravery, empathy, and unwavering conviction that you have the ability to make a change. Kudos to all the candidates of graduation at FEMA Education Network NCR, to the proud parents and guardians and people behind your success. Na sa kabila ng lahat ng hamon sa buhay, huwag kang agad sumuko. Maging matapang ka sa bawat araw na darating. Palagi mong tatandaan na ang bawat pagsusumikap at pagsubok na iyong pinagdaraanan ay hahantong sa matamis na tagumpay ng inyong buhay. Always put into your heart our tagline, hamon, tapang, tagumpay. Congratulations everyone. Maraming salamat.